25 years ago, my uncle and my grandfather passed away, and they passed away a month apart. And both of them were like my father figures. Seeing that my own father passed away when I was 11. When they passed away, I felt really empty. Like I felt a lot of guilt. I felt a lot of guilt. Yeah, yeah. But then that became emptiness after that. I felt guilt because I never told them how I actually felt about them. I resented them because they attempted, in my mind, they attempted to replace my father, which they didn't. They just were trying to support me and help me. And I remember after that, I um, I began carving. I was in such a dark space that I began carving on myself, and then I attempted suicide. And that with that, I carved in my arm "FU World," and I took a bottle of sleeping pills. And then my friends who I lived with called the 911. Paramedics came, sent me to the hospital, got my stomach pumped. Um, Said I was really, really close to death. But anyway, I then went to a VA veterans psychiatric ward and spent a week or week and a half, I forget, then. And I know I say I forget a lot, but it's because I have PTSD. I have TBI, and my initials are CRS. Can't remember shit. So, yeah, at that point, I spent a week and a half there. And then I they were going to send me to a VA facility or a veterans homeless shelter. And when that happened, there was a mess up, and they said they had one more bed, but they didn't. So I got turned away at the shelter, and I had to spend the night on the streets. And I went to the nearest alleyway and just found a com- comfortable to me spot, something I could rest in and figure out my next moves. And then I got to know my community, and then I got to know the veterans around me, and those veterans helped me to find shelter, helped me to find a you know a place to stay. And at that point, I got to know their stories. They got to know my story, and we began to form a bond. And I finally felt like I wasn't alone. I mean, after feeling so, like all this pain is mine. All this pain that I'm having because of my parents, because of my uncle, because of my grandfather, because of this, because of that. It was all, you know, it's scars, and scars are meant to be shared. And I told myself that I was going to help them, or at least help veterans like myself, with programs and stuff, which I ran early in my getting out of my homelessness. So yeah, at that point, I really I started to feel like my veteran, I yeah, my homelessness gave me purpose, and that I needed at that time. Purpose changes from here to there, but that one purpose, helping other veterans and doing what I can for people, you know, not worrying about the mundane things, not worrying about things that I shouldn't be worrying about. And also, I would like to say that, for anybody homeless now, you do have a purpose. You do have a reason to get out of your homelessness. You might not know it now, but you're alive for a reason. And for my suicide attempt, I've said in many, many, many podcasts and interviews and stuff that, I wouldn't have my 12-year-old son, my 11-year-old son, my 12-year-old son, my 15-year-old daughter, my other two kids and their mother, yeah, my love of my life, their mother, um, my my dog. The list goes on and on about stuff that I have that I wouldn't have if I succeeded back then. So if you ever feel some sort of way, then get help, ride out the storm, and do what you can to find purpose. So, everybody, again, this is Unique Motivations. My name is Charles Smith, and I'm working on a website, uniquemotivation.net, that I will share when it's done. But for now, you can find all my books on Amazon, and that's it. So, have a great day. Thanks.